everyone, so one of my most popular videos on this channel is my healthy DIY road trip snacks ideas. So you guys really seem to enjoy the healthy snacks and recipes. So today I'm going to be doing a video on healthy summer breakfast ideas. All these ideas are really easy, really healthy, really delicious, and they're all cool or cold. So on hot summer mornings when maybe your air conditioning isn't working, I feel really bad for you, but these will help cool you down, so they're going to be great for all summer. A complete list of the ingredients for each recipe will also be written down below in the description box, so if you guys want to go ahead and copy and paste that into a shopping list for yourself, you can go ahead and do that. All of these recipes are completely of my own invention, so I hope you guys enjoy them, and let's get started. The first recipe we're going to be making is my chocolate raspberry truffle quinoa. This is so delicious. Oh my goodness, guys. And it comes together super fast if you have some pre-cooked quinoa already in your fridge ready to go. It's basically just adding a bunch of ingredients together and eating them, and it's so good. I really love using quinoa because its protein content keeps me full for a long time without it feeling too heavy or like a too caloric kind of a meal. It's very light, but it keeps you really full and focused for a long time. You're gonna need either some cacao powder or some cocoa powder, whichever one you might have on hand. Next, you want to get some honey, but if you don't want to use honey, you can also use agave or maple syrup. You're gonna need some fresh raspberries. I used about half a cup, but it doesn't really matter how much you use. And finally, you're gonna want to grab about a cup of cooked quinoa. So just add your quinoa to your bowl, and then you're gonna add a sprinkling of cacao powder or cocoa powder, whichever one you're using. I didn't really measure it, but I would guess about a tablespoon. Just kind of sprinkle it on, and you can always add more as you taste it. And then just drizzle it with your liquid sweetener. Again, I used honey, but you can use whatever you want. And top it with some fresh raspberries. So how easy was that? Seriously. If you want, you can just cook a big batch of quinoa at the beginning of the week, and you can just make this every morning. It takes literally 5 seconds to sprinkle some cacao powder on and drizzle your honey and add some raspberries, and that's a really great, filling, healthy breakfast. The next recipe we're going to make is the tropical sunrise smoothie. This smoothie is so refreshing. Oh my gosh. So the first thing we're going to need is some orange juice and some frozen mangoes, some frozen raspberries, and some frozen strawberries. And if you want, you can use fresh and just stick them in the freezer for a little while. As long as they are like frozen when you put them in the blender, it's fine. This recipe is actually super easy to remember because it's literally just a cup of everything. A cup of the mangoes, a cup of the raspberries, a cup of the strawberries, and a cup of the orange juice. And you might have to add more orange juice than that. I would start blending and see how your blender does. It just depends on how good your blender is and how soft your fruits are. So you might have to add more orange juice. I definitely did, probably about a total of 2 cups once I was done, but start with 1 cup and work your way up depending on how smooth you want your smoothie. And then just go ahead and scoop it into a large glass or a water bottle or a jar if you want to take it on the go, and that's it! Our third and final recipe is blueberry vanilla overnight oats. This recipe is so amazing because you just mix stuff together the night before, and in the morning you're 100% ready to eat it. It is ready to go. You don't have to cook the oats, nothing. It just soaks in the fridge overnight and you are ready. So we're going to need half a cup of rolled oats, not the quick cook or the steel cut kind. You're going to need some chia seed, and I know I'm going to get asked this. You cannot substitute it for anything. It is what's going to make your oats soak up the moisture of the almond milk and make them like a really nice consistency. So you need to get these. You can buy them at pretty much any grocery store now though, so it shouldn't be that hard. Some blueberries. I used frozen because I like how they defrost in the fridge overnight, but you can also use fresh if you have some. Some unsweetened almond milk. Now you can use plain almond milk or vanilla almond milk. Either way, it doesn't really matter, just as long as it is unsweetened. You'll also want some honey, some vanilla extract, and a little bit of salt. This is totally optional, but I also like to add a couple tablespoons of raw buckwheat groats just for the crunch that they give. I think that it's a nice little texture add-in. So let's start by adding our oats and our buckwheat, if we're using it, to our jar. And let's all just appreciate how much oats and buckwheat I spill on this tray. That is why we have a tray, friends. Yeah, okay. Next, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of our chia seed to our jar, along with half a cup of our almond milk, 2 teaspoons of our vanilla, which I know seems like a lot, just please trust me on this one, and 1 tablespoon of our honey. You want to mix those ingredients together really well, and it's super important that you mix like a lot because the chia seeds, they gel up when they're in the liquid. So if you don't mix them up and disperse them really evenly, there's going to be like a clump of chia gel in one corner of your jar, which I'm assuming you don't want, so mix it up as well as you possibly can. Next, you're going to add your fresh or frozen blueberries. I didn't really measure this. It's just as much as your jar can kind of comfortably fit without overflowing. And then you're going to want to mix that in with your oats mixture and then add more blueberries till it hits the top of your jar. Now you just want to seal your jar and place it in the fridge overnight until you're ready to eat it. In the morning, the oats and the chia will have soaked up all the moisture, and it's going to be a delicious pudding consistency thing. I don't even know. It's just so good. So I like to top mine with a little bit of shredded coconut, and that's it. This is so simple because you're making it the night before. Making it this way means you can even pack up your jar and eat your breakfast on the go. So that's going to be it for my healthy summer breakfast idea video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys want more videos like this, and I can definitely do that. My last video, like I said, was really popular. So if you guys want more, just let me know. And like I said, the complete ingredients list for each of the recipes will be in the description box, so you guys can go ahead and check that out if you need to. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that it was helpful. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.